I have done a lot of playthroughs of Resident Evil 4, everything from randomizers to speedruns and nearly every challenge run under the sun. At this point, I would say I'm probably the key authority on what's possible in this masterpiece of a game. Being an elite gamer with such knowledge, I am constantly on the lookout for new and unique ways to test my gaming aptitude. Recently, I did my hardest challenge yet in the original Resident Evil 4, but during that run, someone said something that would keep me up at night.
It's a good thing you're doing this run in the original, because there is no way it would be possible in the remake.
And you know what? I took that personally. But before I could get my revenge on this YouTube commenter, here's a word from our sponsor.
Me? I'm a real gamer, and real gamers like me use the only web browser built for epic gamers, Opera GX. Are you tired of using the web browser that cuts your computer's performance in half? Are you tired of stuttering or lagging games due to Google Chrome somehow eating all of your RAM? Then Opera GX is the web browser for you. Opera GX has a feature called GX Control, which enhances your performance when being an epic gamer and browsing the internet at the same time. Perfect for when you're watching tutorials on how to destroy your favorite games without hurting your frame rate in-game. Now, if you're a nerd, then that stuff might have been a key selling point to you, but if you're like me, then you're more preoccupied with style. And Opera GX has you covered in all sorts of stylish customization features. And now with the GX Store, you can change your entire web browser's look with a single click to basically whatever you want. You want to embrace the horror vibes of Resident Evil 4? We got you. You want the sleek and stylish look from Devil May Cry? A little nerdy, but sure, we got you. Or maybe you're like me and you want to disappoint your parents. We got you. They don't just change the way things look either. They have built-in background music, play sounds when you type or opening and closing tabs. You can change the color of the browser itself, have custom wallpapers, and best of all, these features can all be individually turned on or off from the sidebar. So if you're an epic gamer like me, then check out Opera GX. Thank you so much for sponsoring this video. Use my link down below to download Opera GX today and be an epic gamer like me.
As a real gamer, my fragile masculinity was in shambles after reading this comment, so I had to prove him wrong by doing the craziest challenge I've ever done in the original Resident Evil 4 in the remake. I'm going to beat Resident Evil 4 Remake without ever reloading, but that's not all. I'm also not allowed to use my knife, grenades, or rocket launchers. On top of that, I'm going to be playing on the professional difficulty, and I'm not allowed to use any glitches. This ain't your grandma's challenge run, this is some big boy shit. As easy as I made that sound, this was definitely going to be a lot harder than it was in the original, mainly because of how pro in the remake works, with its save system. The first of many saves. Professional in the remake has no autosaves, meaning the only way to guarantee that you won't have to do a difficult section twice after completing it already is to find a typewriter and to confirm the save there. A good thing there's a save station here too, because all of these restrictions make staying alive really difficult, especially in this complete gamble of a bingo section. Of all the parts in the game that I was afraid of, this was my #1 spot. So the original plan is no grenades as well. That sounds, I legit don't know if this is possible, so we'll see, but I'll grab it just to sell it. Normally you have to kill 15 enemies or wait out a long timer. Even with grenades and the knife, this is a total pain. I was trying to punch him, but I crit him. Every enemy in this godforsaken section has a random range of health, anywhere from 800 to 1600. On Pro, a grenade would only do about 1,000 damage, meaning nearly half of the time, the Spanish villagers would survive a grenade exploding right inside their pants. Terrible RNG on the enemies. Those are some strong genes. That being said, with no grenades allowed, my only tool is 10 handgun bullets. So, yeah, we're fucked. The alternative is to run around until bingo starts and pray we don't die in the meantime. But with no knife, that's gonna be a little bit difficult. I don't remember how to break free. I need my controller out. With no knife, it's like I'm on Naked and Afraid. I can't break free from grabs quickly, I can't parry throwable attacks, and I can't stop myself from dying to the chainsaw guy. You need to survive for 5 minutes, and with such little resources, that is a long time. One trick I used to make this easier was to let the cutscene play in the house. The cutscene counts towards the 5-minute timer. Does the cutscene run the timer? I think it does. It did in the demo at least. I'm just gonna assume that it does, to be honest. Even so, that means I need to survive this section for about 4.5 minutes. And if I was gonna do that, I would need to master the 5 Ds of dodgeball. Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge. Ah! Oh my god. This is not good. Oh, I'm sick! Holy dodge. Thank you for pointing instead of actually hitting me. Surprisingly, I beat it on the second try, only dying once. I honestly thought I would be stuck here for a few hours. Yo, let's go. Not bad, actually.
Now that that's out of the way, we only have Gigante, Cabin, Bella Sisters, Mendes, Waterhall, The Maze, Double Garradors, Vertigo, Salazar, Krauser, Sadler, and Island left.
Simple. At first, I thought for a moment that I would not be able to break boxes open without shooting, like in the original challenge. But I quickly realized that you could just punch boxes open in the remake. Remake better confirmed. You can kick the boxes. Oh yeah, that's right. Dude, I did honestly like remake moment. This is when I would need to take my first couple of shots though. Money would be the most important thing in this run, so I needed as much of it as I possibly get. That means I grabbed everything I possibly could. Treasure, ammo, anything. The only thing I skipped was the medallions left by the merchant. I just didn't think that the extra shots were worth the terrible pistol that you get for free. I ended up beating the first chapter in about 25 minutes. Reaching the merchant in chapter 2, this is where the reality of the situation would truly set in. In original RE4, when you upgraded gun's capacity, it refilled the ammo. So if you were on empty for the TMP and upgraded its capacity to 100 bullets, you would then have 100 free bullets. This carried me through the original challenge, but in RE4 Remake, this is not the case. You do not get free ammo when you upgrade capacity, meaning the only way for me to get more ammo was to sell and rebuy the entire gun. Capacity upgrades in this game do not give you extra ammo, so upgrading weapons is pointless. Unless it's for firepower. I would buy the rifle at the first merchant, but it only had 5 bullets. And after those 5 bullets are gone, I'm shit out of luck. I would need to sell and rebuy the entire rifle every single time just to get another 5 bullets. You only get half of the money you spent back when you resell the weapon. Because of this, I would have to be very picky about what weapons I bought and where I used my bullets. I would need the scope, so I bought the rifle here and got the scope for free. May as well buy it now so I get the scope for free. I did grab the shotgun from the Bingo Village and still had 5 bullets in my pistol. I don't know where I'm going. Please send help. Excuse me. Excuse me. Pardon me. Oh, I'm dead. Oh. I'm just too fast. Ow! Grandpa got a mean right hook. Oh my god. How am I alive right now? How am I alive? What's happening? I'm fucking dead. Yep. Is that worth it? Honestly, probably not either, but here we are. Let me in! Let me in! Pause champ. Excuse me, sir. Pardon me. Just passing by. Don't mind me. Shit. This one has a sapphire, and then there's also that. So I guess I shoot you. Dog's gonna fucking kill me. Yeah.
Expose him! Expose him!
Psych! Get juked. Oh! Gotta be quicker than that. No bitches. Get out of the way. I'm so fucking sick. Goodbye. This is one of the few times in my challenges where I'm actually going to do the shooting gallery. Am I gonna use charms? I was thinking about it. Actually, let's test it. Let's see, can you do very much of the shooting gallery without reloading? While I still can't get everything, I can farm a few gacha rolls while abstaining from reloading. Well, I'm out of bullets. Then I'm looking for a charm that will hopefully make weapon upgrades cheaper, or at least the resale of my weapons better. I didn't get my coveted Astolfo swimsuit model, but I did get a few charms that increase my crafting efficiency. So, essentially worthless charms. Thanks, game. Give me something really useful for this challenge. Yeah, like that. That's super useful, actually. Smiley face. That's huge. Huge, dude. After defeating Del Lago, it was time to play open world Resident Evil and boat across the Grand Blue, talking shit about One Piece and fishing for lunker bass. I missed! Lunker bass, come here. Did I watch the One Piece live action? No. I'm not a One Piece fan. It might actually be the ugliest anime of all time. Not gonna lie. Dude, One Piece is fucking ugly. I don't know how anyone's like, this is like the most insane animation ever. Like, nah, dude, that show is ugly. I tried to watch like the first 20 episodes. I couldn't do it, dude. I literally couldn't do it. I mean, I'm down to watch a long anime. Me and my girlfriend have been rewatching Naruto, but like One Piece is just like ugly and long. Not a good combo. ¿Dónde está? Thank you. Can you step in this bear trap for me?
Nope.
Oh, he's a knower. He knows about the bear trap. Run! Whoa, whoa, whoa! This is my house. There's breaking and entering. You ever played RE4? You know what happens? Yo, Braz, thank you for the whole pregnancy's worth of subscription, dude. I appreciate that. Yeah, we do have a kid. It's been growing in your belly.
Huh?
Don't go to the bathroom or it might fall out. You can stop playing for like 20 minutes or so I don't miss anything. That'd be great. If you go right now, it might actually take me that long to like go backtrack and collect everything. But once all the village was plundered and American foreign policy had run its course, it was time to address the elephant in the room. Well, he's slightly bigger than an elephant, but it was time to take on El Thick Boy. As per tradition, I would try to do the boss without going to the merchant first, just to see what kind of damage we could do. Here we go. Let's see what sort of damage we do. This time, I would fail miserably. So I like more DMC4 or 5? Fuck, DMC4, like not even close. I hate DMC5.
Yoink.
And I'm dead. So 19,000 out of 26,000. I still had a bunch of ammo left as well. Up in the top left corner of the screen, you can see a health bar. This is for the boss. Normally we use this in speedruns to help with the routing, but for a challenge like this, it was gonna be necessary, as I would soon discover I was gonna need to route my ammo and money usage perfectly for even a chance to beat some of these bosses. I saved the dog, and this would help some and hurt some. On my first attempt, I got the boss down to 16,000 health before I ran out of ammo. God damn, you're a big boy. Are you distracting from me, puppers? Is his Plagas gonna come back out? Well, that got me to 16,000, so I did 10,000 damage and I need a lot more. I then decided to try to upgrade everything I possibly could just to see if that would be enough to get the kill. The sniper was fully upgraded on damage and the shotgun was only one away. I spawned the dog in way sooner and even got the boss down to 6,000 health. But then I realized I was already out of ammo again. Well, I definitely did way more damage. I've never seen this cutscene in my life. We might be in trouble, actually. We might be in trouble. Because I upgraded all the way and I didn't have enough damage. I could do insane damage. The problem was I just didn't have enough bullets.
I need more bullets! I need more bullets!
I needed to learn more about the fight. I knew the dog would affect the fight, but I wasn't sure how. It turns out the dog can actually give the giant more health. If you drop his health below 11,000, the dog will trigger him to run into a wall, where his health resets to 10.5k. So if you drop him below that, he'll actually regain health when he gets to this phase. The upside is it gives you a free opportunity to unload on his Plagas. I eventually found a damage route that would get him to 5,000 health consistently and easy. But I needed another gun to close out that last 5k in damage. I ended up buying the Red 9 and a Punisher to try to squeeze out that last little bit of health. I also decided that using explosive darts on the mine thrower would not be allowed, as it felt like reloading to me. But when you use an explosive dart, you like have to manually load each dart in, right? That feels like reloading to me. After nearly an hour, I finally beat the boss. Just barely. Die! There we go. But I took a ton of damage and spent slightly more ammo than I thought I had to. I felt like it was way easier than it was supposed to be, and I could definitely optimize the fight some more. So, without making a backup save, I just reloaded my save and tried again. My arrogance knows no bounds. I'm doing it again. I think that I could do it better with paying less money even. I think I could do it better. I think I need to do it better, otherwise I might run out of money later on. After many, many more attempts, I could not replicate what I had once done. What did I do? Chat, does anyone remember? I don't remember what I did. And without a save to revert after I had beaten the boss, that means I had to beat it again. After reviewing the tapes, I found that the game rank on the top left was lower. It was at 10 instead of 11 on the successful attempt. This is DA, or difficulty adjustment. It's essentially a game mechanic that makes the game harder when you play better or easier when you play worse. So because I had died to Gigante on the previous attempt and hit continue, that made my boss fight easier in the next attempt, giving me more damage out of my shots. After about another 20 minutes, I did eventually beat the boss, but I needed to get lucky. I had to farm for better DA and then pray for critical hits on my sniper shots. Okay, well, I got a crit there. The crit farming is over. We got a good harvest. We got a good harvest this year, guys. Just gotta not fuck it up. To be on standby with the Heimlich? No, I don't choke, dude. Extra pause buffers just to make sure. Surely not, right? Oh, okay, thank God. All right. Well, we actually ironically ended up using more money the last time, but all good. After the giant, I would need to do some huge math. I spent a ton of money on upgrades to make that boss fight possible. Thankfully, in RE4 Remake, you get 95% of the money back that you spent on upgrades when you sell the weapon. So if you spend $100,000 on upgrades then sell the weapon, you'll get $95,000 back. This makes it relatively inexpensive to upgrade the rifle, even if you only get 5 bullets out of it before you have to sell and rebuy it again. Knowing the cabin was coming, I would rebuy the sniper and the shotgun and upgrade the sniper all the way. The TMP was then also rebought. We would then get Ashley to join the party, and holy shit is she so stupid, I hate her. I'll take it though. Dude, do not pick her up, I swear to God. Ouch. Let her go! Kitty! Oh, I hate Ashley in this game so much, actually. Like, just follow close, please. Why are you so incompetent? Like, just follow behind me, please, God! Thankfully, it's a short jog to the cabin where we would stay the weekend, because it would take about that long for me to be able to beat it. All right, so this is gonna be pure hell, actually. I don't know what I'm gonna do for this, because sorry, I got caught acting up. Cabin thankfully functions differently to the original, because if it didn't, I don't think I'd be able to beat it. I was originally hoping that I could just wait it out, but I quickly figured out that that was not possible. Ouch. Oh, I'm dead. Yeah, I'm dead. I literally got hit into an instant grab into a, I can't break free from this grab because it's gonna kill me instantly. That's awesome. I could wait until the heat death of the universe and my suffering would still not end. With that out of the question, I would need to do it the good old-fashioned way. Killing enough enemies will cause them to start dropping boards. Then, boarding up all 3 windows starts a timer, and after that timer is over, then Utters the Cowman will spawn. Once Utters is slain, then the cabin will end. This was gonna take a while. That's the Plaga lady. Oh, this is gonna suck. Yeah. Bro, I had like half HP. I can't break free from that. Oh my god. Ah! Nice save. Oh. I'm dead. Yo, we got to phase 2 though. 5. Bro, quit following me, you weirdo. I don't like you that way. Oh my god, ignore Lewis right in front of you. Go for me instead. I'm obviously the main character. I have the colored hair. Shovel Guy is my friend. Shovel Guy can hang out with me as much as he wants. I don't fuck with you though. Awesome. I'm just like running around praying that he gives me a setup to kick somebody or something, and it just never happens. Fuck. There goes all my health. What? I had full HP. Oh my god, this game is so bad. Holy shit. Lewis is kind of dog shit, not gonna lie. Yeah, he's a little bit really bad at this video game. I don't know how, but yeah. There's so many. There's so many. There's so many. Help! 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 No, dude! You're fucking kidding me! Oh. Oh! 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 Just don't die! No! No, dude! Bro, I literally killed others. I just needed to wait for it to end. I had like 3 seconds left. This is just a bad try. You know, this is unlucky, you know? Just go next, right? 4 hours later, I would finally beat the cabin. I literally had to milk every last bullet in order to beat it. I hit multiple collaterals and killed many people with kicks. I will never forget the sight of 5 plagas chasing me around that godforsaken place. Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. Oh no, I'm not. Oh. Too slow. Oh, he got the kick. Nice. Utters. Oh my god, thank you, dude. Finally, holy shit. Oh, we beat cabin. Also, you needed 3 shots at a shotgun, by the way. That whole time I was trolling using 3 shots of sniper. Or 2 shots. But the torture wasn't quite over yet. Next, we have Cancer Canyon, followed by the Bella Sisters. Thankfully, we did have a merchant right here, so I could abuse him a bit. There was no way in hell that I was going to be able to stealth through this section without being able to stealth kill. So I would have to kill everybody. I came up with a new strategy for this. I could get 5 kills per sniper and rebuy the sniper 3 times to clear the canyon. But in order to get 5 kills per sniper, I would need to line up collaterals or pray that I didn't get any plaga spawns. I was unsure of how tight the money route would get later in the run, so I wanted to mitigate the amount of money spent as much as possible. I would run in, get a kill, run back, and then save. That way I could guarantee 5 kills per rifle. So with this final set, I should kill everything in this room. And also the guy by the save station, the next room. And then the next set I get will be a high-powered set, which will be used to kill the Bella Sisters. Once Cancer Canyon was done, I would upgrade the sniper all the way and use that to kill the Bella Sisters. 1, 2, 4 more. And the 2 Plagas guys, so that's 6 plus the chainsaw lady. I'm just gonna pray. All right, we take those. We take those. Almost at the castle, all we had left was to defeat Mendes. Normally in the speedrun, we just ask the merchant to politely put us through the wall and walk around the boss out of bounds. But for this challenge, we aren't doing any glitches, so that means we actually have to fight the boss. Cringe, I know. Thankfully at this point in the game, the merchant is the homie and actually sells us some weapons that are useful. Like the riot gun. Mendes has 2 phases. The first where he shows us the miracle that is his 6-foot stature. He must be very popular on dating apps. We could just unload on his back eye though and quickly fly through this phase. That's some pretty insane damage. Okay. Now we're cooking with gas. And with Soko apparently. The second phase, however, is where things would get a little tricky. He has a back eye, but it's basically impossible to shoot, even with pause buffering. That means that our sniper doing 3 times damage to weak points is basically useless in this phase. The TMP can be used to blow up the barrels that he throws, and I was initially using all of my riot gun on the first phase to kill him very quickly. I soon discovered it was much better to use the sniper on the first phase so I could save my riot gun for later, and use that to blow him up in the second phase. I ended up killing him with my final bullet from the TMP on the explosive barrel. I need to stall for a barrel. I used just enough health. I think if I stall for 2 barrels, he'll die. As long as the TMP doesn't miss. But you know, the TMP could definitely miss. Yo, let's go! I had like exactly enough. I just needed the barrel. The village is finally over, and this is where the run will get a lot easier in a lot of ways. And also a lot harder in a lot of ways. The merchant, El Merchante if you will, comes in clutch and starts offering some big boy guns. The Broken Butterfly and Stingray mainly. I bought the Broken Butterfly, but just store it for a while. It'll come in handy later, but it's a really expensive 6 bullets, so I want to make sure I use those on the right thing. The Stingray is basically just a better rifle, and now I can carry both at once. Even better, it has 10 bullets in its clip instead of 5. None of that is necessary at all though if you could just rush the cannon and use it to obliterate everything in your way. I'm coming, Ashley! Oh, there we go. Now that's gaming. A lot of castle is skippable. Just run past the enemies. But because it's castle, the enemies are tankier and have better weapons than in village, making it much harder to avoid taking damage from them. Ouch. Ouch. That was going really well until it wasn't actually. Ah, yes, Bro, you're a whole bitch. Once I managed it, we got to the Garrador, where I could just tank a hit to open the gate and leave him stuck down in that cellar forever. No! Oh, we're fine, actually. Run! Run! Oh, we're good. GG. Rip Bozo. Waterhall was going to be a nightmare for sure. Thankfully, I had a plan. The remake may have come out 18 years after the original, but they still haven't figured out how enemies should interact with doors. I just walk into the room and aggro all of the enemies. Then I can leave the room and they will follow me. To a point. Then they get scared and run back into the room that they're supposed to be in. The line for them is really easy to find, and when they stop to turn around, boom, free headshot. I farmed some free kills with the bolt action rifle, selling and rebuying it until I killed everything. I don't know what I'm gonna do about the shield guys. I could maybe not kill the shield guys and just run around them. Because it's just gonna take so much extra ammo to kill them. This guy's got 1200 HP, so he's gonna take 2 sniper shots to the head. You good, dog? Did I break your AI? Mind break was not one of the tags I intended for this stream, but you know. Tags are welcome. This would only get me through the first floor, as the enemies in the basement couldn't get to me. I would then go down there and round them all up and kill them with a barrel. Who's Martina? Once done with that, I pushed Ashley's fat butt up the 3rd floor and protected her with the Stingray. The next few rooms were mostly just running through. Ashley was super helpful for the nights, and the room with no enemies, well, it had no enemies. But the goat head room was gonna be complete hell. I'm pretty sure on day 1, people discovered that you could use a flash or grenade to stop the bridge from falling, essentially skipping the entire room. But we're built different, and we don't do that here. Instead of doing it that way, we do it the intended way, and the enemies work as intended too. taking Ashley away into areas that don't even have doors, that you can literally see directly. Well-made game. What? This game is stupid. I'm literally aiming at the guy. This game is dumb, dude. I love RE4 Remake. Holy shit. Eventually, I did make it through, with Ashley somehow. Honestly though, a lot of this run was just holding W through rooms full of enemies and praying I didn't get full combo infinited to death. So while I do that, let's read the comment of the day. This one is a bit of a thread, but Weskentime 4177 says, now beat Remake without walking. You have the knife movement. And I say, see, I would, but that sounds fucking horrendously boring. This is the top comment on my last video where I did this same challenge I'm doing right now, but in the original RE4. I really wanted to talk about it because I have a pretty unique philosophy when it comes to challenge runs. For a long time, I thought challenge runs were cringe. I refused to do them. I was a speedrun purist. And the main reason for this was that there were a lot of videos back in the day, and ones that are still made today, that have challenges that are, well, not challenges, at least not interesting ones. People would do stuff like completing a game with only one weapon, when the 80% speedrun doesn't even use any weapons, or beating the game without using the merchant, when it's literally a speedrun category. A lot of challenge runs I saw were benign and not actually difficult. Or they went the other way and were just so dumb and difficult that they weren't even fun to watch, let alone do. Like Danger HP, Walking Only, Knife Only Pro, or some meme. Like, I personally wouldn't want to watch the 80-hour challenge run that would be, and I sure as hell wouldn't want to be the person doing it. So for a long time, that was my stance, until I started multiple speedrun categories for the same game. Once I did that, I saw how the meta of the speedrun shifted with slightly different rule sets, and that became fascinating to me. That opened up me to more and more ideas of challenge runs. I did quite a few, but quickly I found the types of challenges that I liked were the ones that seriously shifted the way you play the game, and asked questions that people legitimately didn't know the answer to. Can you beat RE4 Remake without reloading? I have no clue. In order to find out, I have to interact with the game's mechanics in a way that completely shifts the meta, using the merchant and the economic systems in ways that were never intended. That's interesting. That's fun. But something like using the knife to move, sure, I mean, is it possible? I legit don't know, but does it shift the meta? Well, not really. It just takes 100 times longer to do anything, and the playthrough is going to take about 5 years to finish. This is why adding modifiers to the games with mods or creating unique rule sets is way more interesting in my opinion. And if you want a good example of this, go look at Jabo, who beat Fallout 4, but he can only walk on tiles that he earns by killing enemies. Thanks for the comment. Be sure to leave one if you want me to respond to it in the next video. Now that we're past the Novistadors, we arrive at one of the hardest rooms in the game, the double Garrador room. As much as the game would like to deceive you with flavor, text, lore, whatever, these fuckers are not blind. They see everything. Even so, the first thing they see when they open their eyes is this L, because I hand it to them. Why is there only one bell on a pro? One down. Ouch. That missed somehow? Oh fuck. Let's go. We then run around for a bit, distracting Verdugo until the elevator arrives. After that, we stop at the shooting range to farm a few more gotcha pulls, and get a whole lot of nothing. We got 3 more gotcha pulls. Let's see what we got. Well, that's useless. That's also useless. Hell yeah, a bunch of nothing. Let's go. This is just like when I open cases in CSGO. This is where I ditch the riot gun and go for the striker. It's got better crowd control and more importantly, a bigger clip size. This makes running through most rooms quite simple. Blast a few shots of striker to clear the way and hold W to the end. The double giant fight doesn't require many bullets to dunk both of them. The first can be stunned with the striker and then dunked accordingly. R button. Sploosh. After that, the second armored thick boy, Lewis lends a helping hand. He sure as hell doesn't stop me from getting eaten though. Dead. Well, you gotta cover me then, dog. So far, so good. 12 hours deep into the challenge and nothing has stopped me yet. Not Mendes, not Waterhall, not the merchant, not Cabin. No, dude! Okay, well, maybe Cabin stopped me for a little bit, but this is where the challenge would take a dramatic shift. It gets real intense, no one makes a sound. Everything looks like it's 8 Mile now. The minecart section might actually be the thing that breaks this run. When you start the minecart, Lewis hands you a fully loaded Red 9 with 10 bullets in the clip. It has unlimited ammo, but that's none of our concern. We want to beat this section without ever reloading. There are lots of things that attack you on this cart ride. Tons of Garrados shooting arrows, boards in the way, explosive enemies standing on the tracks, and we only have 10 shots. I quickly discovered the boards do very little damage, so I can just run into both of those on the first cart ride. You can run through the barricades and not die. Then I can use 2 bullets on rail switches. If I don't hit those, I instantly die, so, I have to. Then I can take 2 arrows. That puts me at 1 HP on the minecart. Any more hits and I'll instantly die. The 2 archers on the right can be killed with 1 bullet if I shoot the barrel. Same for the 2 on the left. Then 2 more sets of archers. That's 10 bullets. That was just enough to finish the first cart. We were safe. For now. I know for a fact that the minecart got its health back, but I wasn't sure about the Red 9 bullets. It turns out that the Red 9 gets a free reload on the next cart though. So there was some hope that this would be possible. It's at 10, let's go, poggers. Can I do the second cart with only 10 shots? Pretty sure. I tried a lot. For the next hour, I did a ton of math and testing to see if I could squeeze through only with 10 shots. The main problem was the track switches and the chainsaw guy. Yeah. Archers in this section are scripted and the same ones will always shoot you at the same times. So you can easily identify which ones you need to shoot and which ones you don't. Those 2 first shots will both miss, I think, and then, yeah. If there is a barrel, then they're scripted to miss. I'm like 99% sure. The first guy has missed every shot so far. The third guy has missed every shot. The first guy hit me twice. So I can kill the first guy, then I'll get rid of two impacts. Plenty of archers shoot you twice, so they had to be killed. And plenty of archers could be killed 2 at once, with a barrel saving a bullet. But even with optimizing the shots as much as possible, we would run into a problem right at the end. You could stun the chainsaw guy by shooting him in the face once. This stops him from hitting you. But in professional mode, he attacks 2 extra times near the end of the ride. You, at this point, only have 2 bullets. If you shoot him both times, he will still kill you on the last attack. And then, after this, there is still a track change. On standard, you could do this section with only 10 bullets because he only attacks you 2 less times. Exactly enough. But on pro, it's simply not possible. Alright, it's impossible. All good. All good. We'll just do it once more and just reload the minimum amount of time as possible. I was honestly kind of expecting it to be impossible anyways in the minecart. Challenge failed, run over, pack it up, folks. After this, I ran through the novies and then failed the challenge run again. The Krauser knife fight, well, has you using the knife. It's impossible to beat it without it. So, this is awkward. Anyways, speaking of awkward, I also completely forgot to grab the free CQBR in the Ashley section. So I then backtracked and grabbed it now, before heading up to the elevator. The elevator was tough. Basically every section from here on out, I would use all of my ammo and then rebuy every single weapon. Thankfully, I had the world record in all achievement speedruns for this game, so I know every single treasure committed to memory. This is when I would do a ton of math to figure out what my best use of my money was. So I have how many? 6 shots of Broken Butterfly, but 3 times power against weak points. 2 damage versus 2.5. So, but okay, like 15 damage. Let's see here. I have enough money. I think I could. 3.4 times 3. Right, that's 12.6. Right, 12.6 times 20. Isn't that right? Here, let me bust out an actual calculator. So 3.4 times 3. 10.2. How did I get, whatever, I'm dumb. Yeah, 10.2. And then, times 20. 204 damage versus 27 times 6. 162. So you get more damage out of the CQBR than I do the Broken Butterfly at max upgrade. My conclusion was that upgrading the CQBR fully and then the Broken Butterfly was my best bet. My last bit of money I used on the Stingray. Salazar has a huge critical hit spot, so the 3 times damage was easy to get. I did grab the golden egg to use on him. It does 70% of his total HP, but I was only going to use it if it was impossible to kill him otherwise. I quickly realized that this would not be needed. That was really good damage. Where are you going, buddy? Where are you going? Man, Planetara got really ugly in the new Terraria update. How has he not gotten stunned and fell out of the sky yet? Oh, I could not crouch in time. That was in the reload animation. Or not reload. Not reload! Not reload animation. The rechamber animation. I'm the best. I'm the greatest of all time, the GOAT. I beat him second try. 1/3 of the run down. I was now on island. I mostly just ran past everything until I couldn't, which was basically the wrecking ball room. I had one last chance to get some more gotcha pulls, so I took my shot, and I actually pulled something kind of insane. Yo! Or at least I thought it was for about 2 minutes. So it only costs you 4,750 to upgrade for 100,000 instead of 5,000. So only saved you 250 bucks. Damn, okay, it's not as good as I thought then. Unlucky. It was still better than nothing. A little late into the run though. I had to fight my way through the next couple of rooms, but I was pretty afraid for my money. I had no idea how much money I was gonna spend to beat Krauser without the knife. And with the wrecking ball coming up, I was gonna have to spend like I had found Daddy's credit card. Or so I thought. Everyone knows that you can use heavy grenades or a rocket to blow up the wall during the wrecking ball section. But did you know it only takes 9 unupgraded striker shots to break the wall? I feel like it's intentional. It's still in the game and they patched out other stuff, right? So therefore it's intentional. And they patched out everything else. That's it. It's actually so easy. This is probably information that only me and the people in my chat during this knew in the entire world. Well, until I told you just now. But that's one of the glories of doing these weird niche challenge runs. You get to learn new stuff about your favorite games all the time. And sometimes you might even be the first person to discover that. Arriving at Krauser, I buy the Killer 7 and upgrade its firepower all the way. Then I get the Broken Butterfly unupgraded. For the first few phases, I used the CQBR ammo I had left over and then the Broken Butterfly. That left me with 7 Killer 7 shots for the final phase. And I beat him on the first try. Oh, this game is fucking easy. Oh, I missed. No! Get off me! What? How did the Broken Butterfly miss? Point blank, dude. There we go. Bro, the Broken Butterfly literally missed point blank. Let's go, easy clap, first try. Now for the best part of the game. Chapter 15, everyone's favorite part. Can I just say that while I'm glad that this area was improved upon in the remake, it would have been even better if it just didn't exist. I grabbed both the riot gun and the striker for this section. Because I didn't have access to grenades, I was gonna need to break the turret the old-fashioned way. And that meant running past about 1.5 million enemies. By the time I got back down to the triple turret room though, I was already out of ammo. Just crouch and pray was the strategy here. No! Oh my god, there's so many. There's so many. That would not work, so I had to grab all 3 shotguns and a Killer 7 for the final run through. With all of my armor broken, my guns empty, and my health in the red, I somehow survived. Jesus. We're gonna die to the Novies though. Not even close, man. Not even close. From there, we ran through one more area and carried Ashley into our own Netflix special. All that was left was the final boss. And this boy was a little bit tanky. For my upgrades, I went with the exclusive ticket that I got from farming Spinels to upgrade the Killer 7, then a CQBR at full power and the Broken Butterfly upgraded about halfway. I used the CQBR to break his leg eyes and then used 2 magnum shots at his weak point in his face. After a few barrels and a few attempts, he went down fast. But this would not be a great victory, because it was punctuated by defeat. Sure, I beat him, but I was not able to skip using the rocket at the end of the fight. Run failed! Oh, run's invalid, use a rocket launcher. All in all, it took about 16 hours in real time and 14 and a half in game time. My conclusion is, it's not possible to beat the game without reloading, or without using the knife, or without using rockets. The places I had to were the Minecart, the Krauser knife fight, and the Sadler boss fight. Even so, the challenge was really fun and a lot more possible than I had thought. Take that, YouTube commenter. Thanks so much for watching and stay stylish.